G'day and welcome to Cities Skylines. We're back in Amity Bay, a new modded Let's Play series on my channel. Before we get stuck in, thanks so much to all the new subscribers who joined my channel since the last video. I really appreciate the support, so thank you. Rightio, so last time we had an empty map and we established our first suburb here. If you didn't catch that video, I'll pop a link in the description below. As part of that, we put our industry over to the side here because we didn't have access to highway roads or anything, so we just needed to get it in to service the demand. Now that we do have access to highway roads, I think we want to look at changing this interchange here so we can move the industry over the other side of the highway and get it away from the houses and any residential expansion we do in here. There's a couple of ways we could do this. There's plenty of YouTube videos kicking about on how to make vanilla or modded interchanges in Cities Skylines, which is great. So we could build our own, no problem at all. But I want to take a look at these cool interchanges from the Steam Workshop that MaxFX has created. They've been made using mods, so you'll need intersection marking tool and node controller renewal to make them work properly, as the road markings and chevrons have all been put on as part of the design. There's two sets. The yellow ones are system interchanges, so highway to highway connections, and the orange ones are service interchanges, so highway to local road connections, so there's plenty of options. I don't want anything too deep in this spot here, as it'll reduce the size of the area we have between the highway and railway to put in our industry and probably some farming in the future as well. So let's go with a double trumpet. It's wide but not too deep, and then we're providing highway access over here for future expansion. Okay, I'm going to pause the game and speed build this into place, so let's fast forward. There we go. I think that looks great. Just needs a bit of detailing and I think we're good here. Absolutely cracking interchange. Now, to move this industry, I want to make a space over here for it, and the goal would be to make it look more realistic, closer to something you'd see in real life would be the aim. Eventually, I think we'll have a dedicated garbage or recycling area, a dedicated water treatment plant, but all these things are expensive, so it's a bit too early for that yet. For now, we'll build out our industrial area, incorporate an incinerator plant, and our wastewater treatment plant into the area as well. If I just plop some bits and pieces down here, we can start to form a picture of what we want to include. So commercial zone goods are a must. This industry is creating goods for our commercial area with nowhere to store it, so a few warehouses would be good. We've only got the warehouse yard and small warehouse unlocked, but we can work with those. I also have some steam workshop warehouse assets which act as generic industry. You can see I've plopped out all the vanilla options available to us, and it's just a bit boring. So building blocks of buildings that all look like they fit together or blend together is how I approach it. Then plenty of warehousing in between, because in real life, that's what an industrial estate or an industrial area would have. Okay, let me build this out and we'll take a look. Now we have everything where we want it, let's speed detail this out and bring it to life. Alrighty, let's take a look at how this all turned out. So I've created this older looking building complex with the vanilla assets here. They're lovely brick buildings, and just by merging them in this way, it makes it look like it was maybe an old industrial factory of some sort. I've also added in a few orange coloured spotlights so at night the features and signs are lit up as well. Then we step away from that into slightly more modern buildings, but still part of the Williams Group. I made these signs so it looks like this is one big group of buildings that belong to the same company. Plenty of car parking assets and then fencing around them to secure them in. On this one, I even put a little booth with barriers and some CCTV on the lamppost, just to make it look like it's a secure car park, compared to some of the others where anybody can just park. We needed fire and police coverage, so I've used these older style of buildings, as I think they sit in quite nicely. With the buildings, I've just selected ones that I think work well together and just clumped them into little groups to make them look more realistic. Then come through with vanilla props to detail them, so if there was a set of crates as part of the asset, then just adding a few more of those, some containers, trash, planks, that type of thing. Then over the top with some skid decals and cracked pavement decals just takes the edge off it and makes it look worn and well used. In the middle here, I have the warehouse assets set to commercial goods so these can be generated and stored, then sent out to the commercial buildings over the other side of town. Then just more detailing, so any little odd shaped gaps like this one here, I just either put maybe some greenery, as it's very grey with all the concrete, or I just use it as a pretend yard with some forklifts, containers, trucks and whatever else, to make it look like this is where they'd unload everything, before they take it into the warehouses. Then I've squeezed in a large incineration plant and some more parking. Then we have room at the back here to expand some more when we get a spike in demand for industry. Well, that's it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on the next one. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and until next time, take care, have a great day, and thanks again for watching.